Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another Etheria restart video, and it's actually pretty late tonight. I just got finished watching the Etheria restart live stream, and I wrote down, because I'm an old guy who writes stuff down, I wrote down the things that I thought were the most important takeaways from that live stream, including the release date, the next beta test, which is a paid beta wiping test. I'll explain that. There's a lot going on there that honestly, I've never done the paid beta wipe test thing before. I'll kind of break down what I know of that for you. A ton of new characters coming into the game that I think we're going to be able to get our hands on during the beta. And then they went over, and if you're a fan of my channel and the stuff we do, a ton of PvP stuff. The PvP, they are taking PvP seriously in this game. And for me, and for people on my channel, that was one of my bigger takeaways from the live stream. But first, okay, let's get to the easy stuff. June 5th is going to be the confirmed release date for this game. We've all kind of known that. I feel like that's been floating around out there. But now on the official live stream, the official channel, they have released June 5th. We're going to get the game. Now, before that and I wrote it down because I can't remember anything, on the 8th of May through the 19th of May, we are going to get this paid, but okay, Etheria Restart final test is about to begin. This is a paid test with data wipe. Now, many of you are going to be thinking, why would I pay? All of the purchasing features are going to be in the game for the beta, and then they're going to wipe the data. And if you're a reasonably sane person, you're well, that seems like throwing money in a trash can and lighting it on fire. But hold on. They are actually running all of their paid features in the beta to see how the paid features affect the game, to make sure they all work, and then they're going to refund you everything to your account. Then you can use it in the main game after it launches again. So you will tie it to your XD account. You'll get vouchers called Hydra vouchers, and I'm going to throw a graphic on the screen. It looks like you might get a little bit more bang for your buck. Read through that. Again, I've never done something like this before. There's a lot of questions that I think probably need answered about this, but it looks like look at that tier 1, 0 to $99, you get a 200% Hydra voucher rebate. Okay. So if they're giving you even a better deal for spending money in the beta, even though they're wiping all your characters, if you had really good pulls, you're not going to get to take those pulls with you to the live version of the game, but you'll at least get the equivalent, or maybe even more than the equivalent, of what you spent back to then use on your main account. It's a neat idea. I'm still not 100% sure I will spend money in the beta, although this is a game that I do plan on spending a little bit of money on, especially since it's a PvP focused game, and I'm not going to go crazy. I don't have the dollars to whale super hard, but they are going to take PvP really seriously in this game, and I'm excited about that. That was beyond the new characters, and there's 6 new characters that they announced. I don't have a ton of details about them. They show some trailer videos, but Pridewind doesn't have any info about them yet. They'll be in the beta, so we'll all get our hands on them on the 8th, which will be cool. But you got Romoka, Rosa, Tsukiyomi, Bjorn, saying names, you guys, y'all know, Bjorn, Mia, and Freya, who was confirmed to be the first featured banner character in this game, and she looks pretty good, being able to manipulate turn order, buffs, debuffs, probably going to do a lot of damage. Freya looked pretty cool in this trailer. So 6 new characters coming to the game, 6 new legendary characters coming to this game. That's a big deal, and it might be where most people focus, the big takeaway from this video. Mine was the PvP. So there's gonna be regular arena. An arena for me is what you think of in most of these games. You go in, somebody set a defense, you play against their defense, you win or lose, you go up or down in ranking, etc., etc. Then there's going to be live PvP, where you actually go into a pick phase against somebody else. For the War of the Visions people, it's sort of like quick pick, but it looks more like League of Legends on the screen, if that makes sense. So you come in they pick, you pick, they pick, you pick, they pick, you pick, kind of happens live. Then you play against them. Yo, that looks great. And then there's going to be some world championship stuff that is based on how high you rank in that game mode. Yes, sign me up all the way for that. I know that that's probably going to be big time whale territory, and so some people will just be yeah, nope, I'm out on that. Hey, if that's how you feel about it, that's how you feel about it. I'm not going to super omega space kraken whale in this game, but I'm going to try to do my best in there and just like, I love that there is a top of that mountain. There is whaling a problem in gacha games for sure, and there's no like solving it. I've heard people say that like PvP of this game isn't going to be based on like money. Okay, but I just love that it's there. And then I wrote down like my notes on the like, there's like weekend PvP tournaments where like 8 people participate. I'm not sure if you're working together, if those 8 people are like in your pool and you're fighting them for points or something like that, but definitely something I want to explore in the beta and get hashed out before we go into the live version of the game. So for me, those were my big takeaways from the live stream. 1, we got the launch date confirmed. 2, this beta test that's coming up, they're going to do this weird paid beta thing. I'll tell you what, y'all, I'm going to spend a little bit of money in this just so I can see on launch day what these Hydra voucher things are worth. It might mess with rerolling though. Depending on how you can reroll, like if you can reroll before you tie your account to your XD account, it might not mess with rerolling, but there's a lot of moving parts here that I'm just not so sure about. I'll try it out anyway. We'll just see what it's like. And then there's new characters and the PvP. I do love myself a PvP game, and we're going to get a PvP game. Okay, y'all, thanks for watching. This is my little breakdown of the live stream video. If you want to pre-register for the game, please do use the link that I will pin in the comments to this video. The devs are hooking me up here with a little sponsorship, so hey, you click that link, it makes it look like y'all watch my videos a lot. Then they might give me better deals. I would like that because this is a game I'm going to play one way or another, but I will be happy to take some sponsorships along the way. Hope to see y'all in the beta or in the game after it goes live. Much more content on this game to come out once that beta test day gets closer. And then once the game goes live, we're going to be all in. All right, I'll see y'all later. Peace.